Today, President-elect Biden was asked, what should happen to the people who invaded the Capitol building?
In the storming of the Capitol, how should they be treated by your Justice Department? Should they be treated as domestic terrorists?
Yes, they should be treated as they're a bunch of thugs, insurrectionists, white supremacists, anti-Semites. 6N is not enough. I mean, come on. You know, these shirts they're wearing, these are a bunch of thugs. And they're terrorists, domestic terrorists. And that'll be a judgment for the Justice Department to make as to what the charges should be. But the fact is, they should be prosecuted. They should be prosecuted. The difference here is this had the active encouragement of a sitting president of the United States.
Last night in this program, we focused on the anti-Semitism of some of the invaders of the Capitol that Joe Biden referred to today. There was this man who has not yet been identified, but is subject to federal arrest and prosecution for invading the Capitol and possibly more crimes. If we zoom in on his hoodie there, under that beard, you will see that it says Camp Auschwitz. And here he is outside of the Capitol. That's a better shot of him. We're going to leave his face up here on our screen for our national television audience in the hope that there is someone out there who can help the FBI identify and find this man. The words on the lower part of his hoodie, under the skull, are "Work brings freedom." As we pointed out last night, that is a rough translation of the German words that appeared across the top of the gate to Auschwitz that every Jew entering that death camp saw on the way to their deaths. Last night, we showed you an example of the shirts Joe Biden referred to today that say 6MWE. Here is the example of that shirt that we showed you last night. This picture was taken last month at a rally of Trump supporters in Washington, D.C. that also ended in violence. Shirts like that were reportedly seen on the Capitol grounds yesterday. The meaning of the poisonous code on that shirt is 6 million were not enough. That is exactly what Adolf Hitler believed. His extermination of 6 million Jews was not enough for him. Hitler wanted to exterminate every Jew in Europe. But Hitler killed himself in the last days of World War II when American soldiers were liberating Hitler's death camps. American generals who thought they had seen every manner of human suffering in war cried, and some bent over and vomited at what they found in Hitler's death camps. Those generals and the soldiers who served under their command, including the hundreds of thousands of Americans killed in World War II, put their lives on the line to stop Hitler's Nazism from taking over all of Europe. They knew Hitler was not capable of mounting a transatlantic invasion of the United States. They knew that Nazi uniforms would not be coming ashore on the beaches of Cape Cod or South Carolina. They knew that Nazi uniforms would never make it onto American soil, and they never dreamed that people would be walking around this country, gathering in our nation's capital and invading the Capitol building in support of a president of the United States dressed in clothing that publicly declared something that Hitler himself did not ever dare to say publicly. 6 million were not enough. Never forget. While the invaders were rampaging through the Capitol, Donald Trump said to them, "We love you. You're very special. Never, ever forget that." This is the same president who said there were good people in Charlottesville who were chanting angrily, "Jews will not replace us." Never forget. We learned nothing new about Donald Trump this week, nothing. We learned nothing new about the Nazi element of his supporters who have been with him every single day of his political career, every day. Donald Trump has been embracing American Nazis every day of his political career. he has never stopped embracing them because they love him. Americans who want to exterminate Jews see themselves in Donald Trump. And Donald Trump smiles back at them and says, "We love you." Joe Biden said it yesterday. We could see it coming.
I wish we could say we couldn't see it coming. But that isn't true. We could see it coming. The past 4 years, we've had a president who's made his contempt for our democracy, our Constitution, the rule of law clear in everything he has done. He unleashed an all-out assault on our institutions of our democracy from the outset.